Welcome to another edition of Straight Shooting Sports Talk, and I'm your host, Dujane Bland. And today we stay in the AFC West, and we'll be talking about the San Diego Chargers. Sing it with me. San Diego Superchargers. No, I'm not going to sing anymore. What a team, though. They seem to be right there every year, and then always seem to underachieve. Well, there's no more North Turner, the king of underachieving. But this team is left with some pretty good pieces on both sides of the ball. You look at them on offense, they have a solid quarterback in Phillip Rivers. I know he can be kind of finicky at times, but the guy's really passionate, wants to win football games. They have great running back, and it looks like in free agency, they signed a lot of guys to help them out on the offensive line, which is going to be great for Phillip Rivers, provide that protection that he needs, and hopefully with having these guys together in minicamp will provide a little bit of cohesiveness so that they can open up the running game for Ryan Matthews. Now they did sign Woodhead as a running back, and they signed two other running backs to kind of complement him, and it was said that that might be the case, that they would sign a few veterans to give this guy a push and kind of spell him a little bit. But overall, this team really is going to be solid on the offensive side. Every team can improve, and that's what they're going to try to do in the draft. But no glaring needs that I can see on that side of the ball. On defense, though, they lose a couple of guys in corners. They're going to need to have some solid guys there. Maybe they pick some up later in free agency, but you can expect that, being that this is going to be a deep draft for those, that they're going to go there and try to find some guys that can carry on and continue and play well enough to keep this team moving in the right direction and being able to contend in that division. Now they can always improve in linebacker with Sean Phillips hitting the market. They're definitely going to need some guys there, but you don't always need great players. You need guys who can play together as a cohesive unit to be and achieve one goal. That's getting to the quarterback, shutting down offenses. And we know that this team has a history of being able to do that. May not be consistent, but they can and have shown that they are capable, and expect them to improve in those areas to try to get over the hump. So what can you say? New beginnings for San Diego may spell a nice playoff berth and may actually get over the hump. Now, I understand Peyton Manning's in that division, but that's why we play the games. Well, until then, though, stay classy, San Diego. Now we go to the division winners, the Denver Broncos. What more can you say? They had Peyton Manning, and we all know, although there's a lot of people that question whether his arm was capable of making the throws and whether he was capable of playing, we were concerned whether he was going to hit the ground and just shatter like Humpty Dumpty. This guy made his teammates better and made this team better by a long shot. Now, this team adds Wes Welker. What more can you say? Now you add Wes to this football team, it could be easy, smooth sailing for this football team. And I think it hurts the Patriots on the other end. I know we've had a couple questions via Twitter on that particular subject about Wes Welker going to Denver, and I just think that it sets them up to win another Super Bowl. It sets him up to win another Super Bowl and sets his team up to win one. But offensively, there are some needs that they do have. Every team, as we always say it with me, they need offensive line depth. Just like every team in the NFL, everybody's looking to stay stout and not have that tremendous drop-off if someone gets hurt, and they're going to look to do that as well. Now, in the running back position, they're going to need to add some guys. Marino, okay, he's sporadic, not knowing whether he's going to stay healthy. they're going to need some guys that can come in and can help out. And if they have to do it running back by committee, at least they'll have healthy guys doing it that way. But overall, this team on offense looks pretty stout. Now they've added guys like Cromartie that are going to help on the defensive side. Champ is getting older. Although Champ is Champ, we need to find someone on that side of the ball that he can pass the torch to. Because we know that it could be next year where he has a tremendous drop off. He's 37 years old, 37. Either way, he's old. He's almost retirement home, just about there. So we're going to need someone to pick up the slack there and someone they can pass the torch to on that side of the ball. And I think that that's where they're going to look at. They're also going to look at establishing depth in that front seven to stay and keep guys fresh as they come in and out so that they can continue to put pressure on the opposing team's offense. But overall, this team is really primed and ready and just missing a few pieces here and there that they've shored up in free agency and they expect to get younger through the draft. But I think this team is going to be one of those teams that could be replacing the Baltimore Ravens and making its Super Bowl appearance really, really soon, possibly this year. Well, we thank you for watching our show. Again, we ask that if you have any comments, leave them at the bottom of our show. We'll be happy to keep the dialogue going. If you have any topics that you'd like for us to discuss or something that you want to hear our take on, shoot us an email at straightshootingst@gmail.com. And always subscribe to this show. Again, you've been watching another edition of Straight Shooting Sports Talk.